Today we are going to talk about internal rate of return, IRR, or in other words, yield on investment, or yield for that matter, and marginal efficiency of capital also. So, what is special about IRR? Well, IRR is one of the very few indicators which doesn't use any external factors as such. That's why it's called internal rate of return, right? The fact that it is called internal is because it doesn't get influenced by the external factors. That's why it's called internal rate of return. Well, to be honest, it's just rate of returns, but without all the external crap, and that's why it's named internal rate of return. Before we start this, I want to revise NPV because NPV will play a great role in explaining IRR. So if we look back to NPV, this. So NPV में basically what we do is we take cost of capital. Cost of capital, we find the PVIF at 10% and then we multiply and get the present value. मतलब आज के दिन में उस प्रोजेक्ट का, for example, in today's date, what will be the value of 18,000? So 3 years later, 18,000 will be 18,000. But today, its value is 13,580. So because of, like वो इन्फ्लेशन एंड वगैरह वगैरह, या कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल भी बोल सकते हैं. 25,000, भले वी आर गेटिंग अ वैल्यूएशन ऑफ 25,000 टुडे, इट्स एक्चुअल वैल्यू इज गोइंग टू बी 15,525. ऐसे करके हम कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल यूज़ करते हैं, राइट. वी यूज़ एन एक्सटर्नल इंडिकेटर. कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल इज़ एन एक्सटर्नल इंडिकेटर जिसमें हमको वो what is our cost of capital, quite literally what is our cost of capital, how much do we have to spend to acquire capital is cost of capital. So NPV mein this is the external factor, cost of capital. But now if we go into IRR, there is no cost of capital as such. We do not use any external indicator. Then how do we calculate present value, right? So if you look carefully, it is that rate which gives the project, it is that rate at which the project's NPV is 0. So this might get complicated, right? How can the project's net present value be 0? फिर तो 0 है तो invest ही क्यों करना है? No, rate of return है. So today if I am investing 10,000 rupees of my own, तो without any cost of capital, right? Because let's assume कि वो मेरे खुद के पैसे हैं. So without any cost of capital, without any that 10% rate or any percentage rate, I got capital without any interest वगैरह वगैरह, and now I'm spending that and I want to see कि वो मुझे कितना return देगा without any external indicators, internally, without any external influences. That's why we calculate IRR. तो अब ध्यान से देखेंगे तो there are two methods of calculating IRR. So if the cash and annuity is even, and if they are not even, where is that? This, if they are not even. So this is very easy. सब हर एक में सेम स्टेप रहता है. ओके, सो वी हैव नो एक्सटर्नल इंडिकेटर्स, राइट. तो क्या करेंगे सबसे पहले, व्हाट वी डू इज वी टेक द fake payback period. Why do we take the fake payback period? Well, payback period is one of the most efficient ways to know कि कितने साल में मेरा प्रोजेक्ट मुझे मेरे इन्वेस्टमेंट का फुल रिटर्न्स देगा. For example, if it's 1 lakh per annum and cash inflows are 1 lakh per annum and my investment is 5 lakh rupees, then I know okay 5 years में मुझे पूरा पैसा वापस मिल जाएगा. It's the quickest and the easiest way to solve. And उसके ऊपर भी फेक पेबैक पीरियड एक्चुअल इन्वेस्टमेंट का कितने ईयर में रिटर्न आएगा उसके बारे में बात करता है. देयर इज़ नो अदर where there are no other indicators which talk about return on year, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think it's payback period is the only indicator which talks about returns in the terms of years. So we calculate this fake payback period. Now why do we calculate fake payback period? we use this fake payback period in our present value interest factor of an annuity, PVIFA. So excuse me. Oh, this is going to be terrible. um, yeah. So present value interest factor of an annuity is nothing but basically के वो payback period का केस पता है ना. So if we have annuity is what के the money that we get, the you can say the returns per year इस केस में, और in other cases the interest. Actual में जो annuity रहता है वो interest रहता है, every yearly interest is also called as annuity. तो what we do is we calculate the payback period. Okay, समझ यहाँ 5,57,500 है. We take, you know this, right? We calculate the fake payback period. Now why is it called fake payback period? Because yeah, this is the payback period. There's nothing fake about this, but because this doesn't really indicate कि whether we should invest or not, we call it payback, fake payback. क्योंकि हाँ ये payback है, but क्या ये हमको यूज़ करना है for decision making? No. So now what we do is we calculate this payback period. Now we go into PVFA, sorry, present value of interest factor of an odd. Remember, check this PVFA. We have to do annuity का. Now we have this. Let's say कौन सा लेना है? 5.57 years लिया. So 5.57 years. Project life is what? 15 years, right? Life of the project is 15 years. So we go here. 15 years, 15 years period. 15 years, 15 years में 5.57 का आ रहा है यहाँ. So 16% में 5.575 perfect value आ रहा है. 5.575, if you see 5.575 यहाँ perfectly आ रहा है, right? So 16% becomes the IRR of the project. What does this 16% mean? अगर मैं 5 lakh invest करूँगा तो I'll get a return of say 5 lakh का 16%, so 80,000 का रिटर्न है. So I'll get 80,000 का रिटर्न्स. वैसे है ये ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम आई एम गोइंग टू गेट अ रिटर्न ऑफ 80,000. वैसे ही अब ये ले लिया 3.5 प्रोजेक्ट बी का 10 years है. So 10 years में 3.57 का है. Okay, so 3.57 is somewhere around here, 25 years, but I don't have that available. But yeah, trust me, it's correct क्योंकि मैम ने सिखाया. So 25%, then 5 years for C. So अब यहाँ problem आता है. Now if we look carefully, IRR of project C, we get payback period of 3.84. 3.84. अब इसमें 5 years के इसमें 3.84 देखा तो it's not there. We have 3.890 and 3.791. इन दोनों के बीच में है IRR. So we use this formula, lower discount rate. अब 3.890 and 3.791 के बीच में है. So इन दोनों के discount rates कितने हैं? 9 and 10% respectively. So what is the lower of 9 and 10? 9. So 9% plus then present value annuity factor at lower rate. तो अब 9% पे annuity factor क्या था? 3.890 वो लिखा. Then minus यहाँ 3. now annual payback period. तो हमको चाहिए actually 3.84, इसलिए 3.84 लिखा. Then again 3.890 minus अब higher में क्या है? 3.799 वो लिखा. Subtract and 9.5. So I am going to get a pure rate of return of 9.505%. This is quite literally the rate of return जो बुक्स वो वैल्यू से मिलेगा प्योर ये. Now let's talk about the case in which there are unequal cash flows. Now this is a little bit complicated than usual, but it is fun nonetheless. See, when they are even, तब हमको प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता कि हर साल क्या आएगा. एंड दैट्स वाई वी कैन डायरेक्टली जंप कि हाँ 5 साल के इसमें ये ले सकते हैं. बट जब अनइवन होते हैं तो हर वैल्यू चेंज हो जाती है. करेक्ट. दैट्स वाई वी हैव टू टेक uneven or unequal cash flows. Now I'll pause this video. Actually 10 minutes हो गया. I'll upload another one.